So how the hell did I end up here? Well, clearly all of this happened before COVID-19. I'm heading up to Queensland to do 2 days with Impact Firearms Training. Now, this training is specifically focused on pest destruction, and that includes pest destruction from aircraft. Now, our instructor for this training is Mark. Mark has an extensive background in Army, including instructional postings, but since then, he's instructed state and federal law enforcement personnel, and the quality of his training is excellent. So the course starts with all the obligatory background checks and paperwork, and then it's pretty much straight into training and then testing at the end of the first day. During the ground training component, we were tested on accurately engaging targets with a bolt-action rifle from various positions, and we also simulated operating Category D firearms safely from an aircraft. Safety for all elements of training is paramount, and safely operating from a moving aircraft needs to be practiced extensively on the ground before doing it for real. So as day 1 of training ended, we were all pretty excited to get stuck into day 2 of training, which was live fire from the helicopter. So after an early start, we drove west to a private property where we would complete the last part of our training. Once we were on site, we received our ground and safety brief from the pilot, and then Mark gave us a rundown on the accuracy and safety standards that we needed to meet to pass the aerial shooting part of the course. Once this was complete, it was just a matter of doing our individual preparation before getting into the air. And it was while we were doing this that I started to think about all the time I'd spent in helos in the past. And with all the testing complete, I had a few minutes to talk to Mark about some of the details of the course.
Over the last 2 days we've run 3 courses. We've done AHC PMG 304, which is the humane destruction of animals with firearms. We've completed AHC PMG 311, which is shooting from aircraft at vermin animals. And we've also completed the Category D safety course, Queensland.
who is the training provider for this series of courses?
Yep. Impact Firearms Training. My business is we provide all the training. All the certificates are issued by All States Training, who's the registered training organisation. They're fully endorsed to deliver those certificates once the training's completed. And the fellas that have just completed the course will be getting all these certificates from them.
Now, shooting from aircraft is not a usual thing. How important is it to have these qualifications for this kind of work?
Basically, it's essential. If you want to contract shoot for the government or private contractors, you need a pilot who's rated. I can't help them, but I train the operators that can shoot out of the aircraft. And the training's essential because we work so much on the safety aspects of it, the accuracy aspects of it, and we really drive home everything that's needed so that you can become CASA qualified. And then once that's completed, once you've got your CASA endorsement, you're ready to go and start contract shooting with aerial providers. So, yeah.
You talked about safety, and obviously with aviation, safety and reliability is a big issue. What about reliability with your operators and firearms and that sort of stuff? Do you have a preferred? There's only one brand we use, and that's Wedgetail Firearms. From the start, as soon as we established the business, we heard about Wedgetail. We got in touch with them, and they're the only provider that I use for Category D firearms. Their reliability has just been exceptional, almost, sort of military grade reliability. I just don't have problems with them at all. The other great thing about them is they're obviously Australian, so it's supporting a great Aussie company. I'd absolutely recommend them without hesitation. And if you want a great Cat D, you want a Wedgetail. I took this opportunity to thank Mark for having me on the course, and then I kicked my camera. No, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Anytime. Thank you very much.
Just keep your camera. As I made my way home, it struck me that the past few days had been a great experience, and the qualifications I received are nationally recognised. It's a hell of a way to spend a couple of days. Well guys, that concludes this episode of the Long Gun Project. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you are interested in doing this kind of training, you can contact Mark via the website at www.impactfirearmstraining.com.au. It's a great couple of days and I can highly recommend it. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like, share it with friends, and also subscribe so you can see each new video as it comes out. And don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. Guys, thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again on the next episode of The Long Gun Project. See you later.